YouTube, what is up with y'all tonight? Today, that is, well, it is nighttime. Y'all know when I drop 8 p.m., 8:30, sometimes 9 o'clock. Try to keep it consistent with you guys. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Monday, and sometimes Wednesday. Now, I wanted to drop this video, want to make this video Wednesday, but so much stuff was happening, man, and like, you know, end up running all out of time and stuff, a lot of stuff, and mostly only reason why I didn't really come out Wednesday when I wanted it to come out, because I was actually planning to do it in my head, was actually because the UPS man came so damn late, man. Like before the outbreak and all that stuff, like in the lockdown, he been kind of coming late anyway, but you know, I guess it just ranges, and who knows, they probably backed up, got a lot of work or whatever, so whatever. Anyway, this video was going to be on the Jordan 5 Fire Red Silver Tongue joints. Now, I know it's a billion videos that already came out like this, so I ain't going to too much hold y'all on, like, you know, the basic stuff or whatever. The actual review might be just a few seconds, to be honest with you, and I'm going to do a comparison real quick with the 2013s, and then I'm going to actually get into more sort of talk part of the video, meaning, you know, basically, because I actually bought mine on the shock drop, but I get into that later, and it still has to do with some of that lockdown talk I had did last week or something like that. But anyway, this is the box, guys, and it says Jordan Nike Air. Obviously, you guys can see I got mine in a 9.5. The quality on these is cool. Box definitely feels different. Where's my other box? Here we go. Now this is the from the 2013 retro as well. Obviously, you guys can see the difference right there. You know, we got the Jumpman, then a label right there. As you can see, they put it at the, and this one is from Champs. You know, stores just now either back opening or they still closed. We didn't see that logo in so long, but I remember that CHM stand for Champs. Okay, so let's get into it. First thing first, just a quick review of it as far as comfort and everything go to me. Nothing new. Mostly, if you've been in the sneaker game for a while, if you've been you know, liking Jordans or whatever, obviously y'all already know what this is. Y'all already seen the colors before. You know, this is nothing new, but the thing we're more excited about this year, rather, obviously, is the Nike Air on the back, which is definitely fly and flames. It's nice to also have an OG as well. Also too, I've also did a video months ago or something like that I released. I actually recorded the video last year, but I released it months ago because I just was sitting on it. I almost forgot to release it. And I'm basically talking about as well, is it worth even keeping the Jordan brand logo retros versus the Nike Air retros? I think personally, in due time, that these right here, the ones with the Jumpmans on the back, all those retros might actually be sought after a while, because most of the Nike Air ones are going to be out. By all means, it's no diss, because the Nike Air ones is definitely needed, you know what I mean, as well. But yeah, y'all know how stuff go, man. People start missing things and wanting stuff, you know, back. I don't know. And then by all that time, when years pass, the younger guys that was in school or whatever, or was influenced by certain sneakers, maybe 2013, they don't have a problem with the Jordan brand logo being on the back. Now, somebody that's like late 20s or up, like, or 30 plus years old, you know, this is, you know, I can see a lot of people just like, yeah, this is a Jumpman, blah blah blah, I want them OG style, because, you know, most of my generation seen them play and all that. So, and this older guys, it's like, if it ain't looking like this, we don't want it. So that's definitely understandable. Okay, but anyway, obviously you guys can see the colors. I'm not going to go over that same more rhetoric with you guys. You already know this fire red, obviously the whole joint with the planes and all that, you know, that's, you know, everybody already know the story. Now the thing, I will note that this seems a little bit more crystallized, this reflective 3M material on the top. It seems a little bit more crystal-like compared to the 2013 joints right here. And yeah, man, That icy blue bottom, I'm enjoying them while they last. I know they're going to age and all that and get yellow. Once upon a time, these were actually blue at one point in 2013. And the aging process, you already see what happened with that. And one of the things I definitely want to talk about too before I leave this part of the review or whatever is actually the quality. The quality on these joints is definitely up there. I know a lot of people's like, oh yeah, well, it's better than the 2013s or it's better than the regular retros from years ago, but it's not this and that. It's not like the best. It's like, bruh, it's getting to a point like dudes expecting Gucci flip-flops for like athletic sneakers. These supposed to be athletic sneakers. Now, I know that the brand has conditioned us to think of this as like a luxury item with all the storytelling, and I just got yeah, I'm getting around to the Last Dance documentaries too. That's also gonna be a part of this talk as well. But and review. But a lot of people I think be expecting Gucci leather with a lot of this stuff. Now I know $200 is steep, $200 plus tax. Again, I bought mine during the shock drop, so best believe I got hit with that tax as well, that 200 plus tax. I heard these supposed to be a little bit more widespread GR. But with stores being still closed or slightly open, depending on where you at in the country, I know that this is going to be, you know, some people might not even, some people that like J's, that's not even as deep in it as us, like they're going to be looking like, whoa, where did you probably get that from? Everybody that's not as app savvy, I would say that, with Sneakers app or the Champs and all that stuff. Like, to me, still to this day, I know it's probably been 2 years now or a year now since a lot of these apps rolled out, and people slowly starting to get hip to Golden StockX. I'm starting to see a lot of women get on Golden StockX now. These, like, regular people that just walk into the store trying to get a summer sneaker or whatever, and like, oh, those J's drop or whatever, you know, if they probably missed the boat on these if they are not either online or at least had an app. And most of the sneakerhead guys or guys that's in the sneakers are the ones with the apps. So but yeah, as far as the quality go, I'm not expecting the best, but yeah, I do expect to be better than the 2013. It's a few notches above the 2013, I will say that. Going to the inside though, you also got the Nike Air. And you got the Nike down there on the bottom. Now, as far as like a quick comparison, one of the things we know right off bat is the Jumpman and the Nike Air, obviously. Then we got the top. And see, this is what I'm talking about as far as like the crystallized, like it's more reflective. If we do a quick comparison, I know somebody did a comparison, which is good too, to the ones that came out in 2000, and then some people also compared these as well, the 2013 version, but I just still want to do it for the sake of my channel and everything, just the comparisons or differences I see. And it's a few slight differences. Number one being that the reds are completely or just slightly different. This is the 2020 version. Obviously, the one with the Jumpman is the 2013 version. I still kept mine intact, man. Let the aging process take over. And as you guys can see, as far as the aging process, you see the lemonade right here. And even at the bottom of the soles, y'all already know what's going to happen. Like the aging process, I never really tried to fight that because I know it's going to happen anyway. I think it actually makes the sneaker look a little bit better with the character stuff. I know others really don't too much care for that stuff. But to each his own. Everybody's different. So yeah, this crystal white. And the thing is, man, when I have been getting my Nike Air version of my Jordans, at least like Jordans I already have, only one I still need to get is the black and infrared 6. I just sat on those because it's like I already got those, bro, like at least the regular Jumpman ones. But the Nike Air ones do look better because the infrared is a little bit more red. But to be honest with you, I say all that to say this is just because I still haven't really wore my anything that's been OG. Or at least remastered OG wise, you know, like the Bred 11s. I'm still wearing the 2012 like Bred 11s if I want to wear Bred 11. Like maybe the Concords, because since I don't have a 2011 Concords, I'm wearing the 2018 version sometime. But even if I had the 2011 ones, I would probably still wear those over the new ones that's out right now, just to wear them a little bit more or whatever, because I know they're a little bit older. But obviously the OG always trumps the regular retro joints. But stuff like this, Bred 4s as well. I still haven't really broke out my Bred 4s even after all this time. I haven't really wore those as well. I've still been wearing my 2012 versions a little bit. And and then it's like certain things. Since I didn't have a black cement 3 with the Jordan brand logo on the back, obviously I wore the Nike Air version. So long story short, that's about all how that goes. Now, as far as quality, this one does, the 2013 one does feel like a boot. It's more like if you get in one of those, you get into, you get stumped out by this, man. This doesn't feel like a boot. You know what I mean? But this one right here, you got more of the toe box available on the 2020 version. You got more of the toe box extended right here. And right here on the 2013, obviously they brought this part of the toe up. So, that's one of the main big differences. Another one is that the fact that they actually put leather. They got leather on the 2013 one right here, but on the 2020 right here, they got more like of a nylon material at the beginning of the tongue. And then you don't have that crystallization that you see that shininess right here on the 2020 version, but on the 2013 version, you don't have that. So, just somewhat slight subtle differences. Other than that, though, it's basically still the same. One of the things I'm a little bit curious about, I don't know, I think if Jordan, the ones he actually wore, I know is they had some countdown pack. They got the 23 on the side or something like that. Tomato with me, it really don't matter. I know some people a few years ago was on that, like with the Jordan 10 Chicago when it came out with the 45 on the top. And a few years before that, they actually just had the regular Chicago that didn't have that. So, I know some people, something is different as stitching, slight stitches. Some people actually want to get it like that. But I think the regular retail ones was actually just like this versus maybe I think he actually wore the one Jordan brand. I mean, Jordan actually might have had the 23 on the side. I don't know. But, I don't know if that was just strictly on the countdown pack only. So that's one of the things I got to do my research on. But I don't think he actually had the 23 on his. I don't know. But, yep, that's basically it. Long story short with this. So basically the shock drop, man, disappointed. This falls in. That's actually what prompted my initial lockdown discussion video. Go look at that, guys, if you haven't seen it already. It's just a few videos back. It shouldn't be too far back because it was made like last week. But this, like, I was just to the point where I didn't even care if I even got these anymore. I didn't even, Nike didn't even let me know on the app or anything that I had actually got this. So I had to literally plug in the order number. Once they sent it to me weeks later, that I had got this, they didn't send a typical invoice that Nike usually does when you win sneakers or that you actually got sneakers. So I actually had to copy and paste the order number, put it in on the site just to be for sure that everything went through. It said that it went through, and I didn't really worry about ordering these on the actual release date, which I think might have May 2nd, because I just figured like, hey, since these was expected to ship possibly May 4th that I heard, I was just like, ain't no point obviously for me to try to order these or whatever. So I'm like, maybe I'm already in a queue and no point in me even like trying to race people that day to try to get like the kicks or whatever. So since I already was lined up for them or whatever, I just took a chill pill, man, just sat back. What else? So these end up coming though, guys. At first I thought they was going to arrive Monday. I wish they could have. Then I would have already had this out to you guys. But it is what it is. I just wanted to show you guys that I actually got this. And I just wanted to open it up for discussion. I know it's a lot of people that actually probably got hit with that whole lockdown shipping delay. Which was one of the main reasons. One of the main things that is happening in this lockdown is the shipping delay. So, and that's a little bit across the board, but yeah, I didn't too much mind the delay, but for the delay to be as long as the release date, that was just kind of wow. You know what I mean? I understand a few days, maybe even barely a week, but man, it was like, man, it's about 2.5 weeks past. Shoot, man, the regular release gonna happen. You know what I mean? One of the good things about the shock drop is actually getting the sneakers early, but I didn't pay extra. I didn't do none of that crazy stuff, guys. So, I got the sneakers. It's not the biggest deal. And y'all already know more than enough sneaker YouTubers already covered this anyway. What else did I want to talk about with you guys? Because I can't think of it right now. But the shock drop, we did the comparison. So let me, as far as like, overall rating for guys up, just real quick, because I did try these on. Now, I didn't walk around in them or anything, but I tried these on, like comfort straight out the box. I will say that they are a little bit better than these. Talk about comfort straight out the box. You know, they took care of us a little bit on this one though, man. Jordan Brand definitely beefed it up some. Gave us a little bit more prettier leather or whatever. You can still kind of feel that coat on it though, but I'm not complaining. Like that sheen or plastic coat on the top, but it's not as bad as the 2013 hard leather joints though. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Like I still rock this though, man. You know what I mean? Like I was just rocking these the other day, and I just did a sneaker rotation. You guys go see that. I was rocking this one and the other colorway. This one, the inverse colorway or the reverse. So it's definitely worth it. Long story short though, easy cop. Oh, as far as my rating go, comfort out the box, my rating out of 10, 10 being the most comfortable, and I give these maybe a good 7.5, and probably breaking them in might be an 8 if you really break them in, really wear those sneakers. To me, this was kind of like the slept on, somewhat of the more slept on OG colorway, and also too, that's what I wanted to talk about. The Last Dance. I also seen that too, guys. I see a lot of people, a lot of the younger guys starting to get back into the OGs or whatever. And regular people probably Googling and searching, for the OG colorways or whatever. And they're probably seeing that these actually were on his feet. These was being worn during the game. And I can see the price of skyrocketing or at least remaining at retail or going up a little bit higher, or you never know. You know what I mean? Like the price is always, I can see it going up or whatever. The more and more people get educated about these sneakers. And another thing too is, Jordan Brand, they do all that storytelling and marketing and stuff, but nothing is going to be better than that organic, real documentary style storytelling that they're actually doing currently right now on TV, ESPN, and if it's you out of the US, Netflix as well. So with all that storytelling being said though, guys, I think this definitely re-sparks a new energy as far as Jordans. It don't necessarily too much look like that cool item, you know what I mean, just a half or whatever. You can see that was actually history being made in him. And it's also too, at least for the younger people, they just know that Jordan is more than just a guy that's a crying meme. You know what I mean? You see that he's actually good at what he do. This is why he get all this praise and respect, because he actually dominated with the Chicago Bulls. And yeah, definitely worth it though, guys. Like, we already know about it, but it's just a trip seeing these other people run into these, these third parties, run into these stock markets, StockX and the GOATs and all that, maybe even eBay, just to even get some kicks after they sold out, or at least some J's rather, and especially being the OG colorways. I've always been into the OG colorways. When I first set out to collect the sneakers, that's always been my thing anyway. When I was collecting the at least Jordans, I wanted all the OG ones. And then I remember I was tripping out years ago, early 2010s, when they started coming out with so many lifestyle colorways. But now the lifestyle colorways is like a natural thing now. I remember people used to be up in arms about that, because Jordans used to be a rare commodity, and like very few lifestyle colorways used to come out anyway. But now it's just like one of them things. It's just in everybody's psyche now. Like, it's a lifestyle colorway. Jordan Retro that integrated itself in everybody's wardrobe and clothing and everything. But hey, guys, I've went on long enough though. That's one of the big chunks of things I want to cover though, guys. The lockdown stuff again. This being one of the main things that prompted the video, because this kind of stuff happened with the shipping. Number two, definitely Save the Last Dance. The Last Dance, definitely sparking new love back into these kicks. So now the younger people can know, what this means and why and all that stuff. Comparisons and stuff, you already know the generalization on that. Bunch of people, 1,000 people on that. I just did it for y'all and my sake, just to look at this video or whatever. As far as the comparison, 2013 version versus the 2020 version, definitely a great sneaker. As far as this being like a top 5 of mine this year, I don't know, maybe a top 10. Definitely a classic colorway, but we'll see what's up next. Can't wait for the Flint 13s to drop. That'll definitely be in my top 10 this year, because I do not have those. And yeah, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.